I feel like I'm watching a 5-hour-long cosplay mukbang. Yeah, hello and welcome back to Kinda Neat. Chances are you've heard of Yuru Camp Season 2, Yuru Camp the movie, Heya Camp, Horror Camp, maybe even Saba Camp, but have you heard of Yuru Camp? Live action. A long time ago in a prefecture far, far away, a basically shot-for-shot live-action adaptation of the first season was made. So today, I'm gonna lay back and watch through it so that you don't have to. Unless of course it's good, then you still will, I guess. They do not look like high schoolers to me. Ogaki? More like Obaki, am I right? Oh, never mind. They're all younger than I am. So far, they've done a really good job at recreating the shots. I mean, obviously not as good as I did, but it's still pretty impressive. The timing and the cuts don't seem to be the same, but all the big moments are framed as similarly as reasonably possible. They better have adapted the plane crash scene or I'm gonna be really bummed.
No problem at all. You have nothing to worry about.
I might just be confusing real life for anime, which wouldn't be the first time, but I'm pretty sure that that's the guy that works at the Cone Lodge, like in real life, and he was the one who checked me in during my stay. Okay, that's certainly the same form that I stood there staring blankly at until someone helped me translate it. I don't think I've ever seen a live action anime stay so true to the source material. Even like the random comedy style is all there. So far some of the jokes have actually landed, but definitely a couple that fell flat. Surprisingly, they even kept in the animated cutaways. Get me out of here! Despite the pretty much identical script, the difference in medium really changes the tone of the scenes. They've still done a really good job at conveying the laid-back Yuru vibes of winter camping, but there's certainly some differences. So far, I really like the casting of Rin and Nadeshiko. They play off each other really nicely, and I can totally buy the one-sided awkward friendship. And they probably made the smart decision by not dyeing her hair bright pink. You know what? I actually think they nailed all the casting. They look like what a realistic equivalent of the character designs should be, especially Chikuwa. Wait, she bikes all the way to Fumotopara? That was a decent drive, like minimum 30-kilometer bike ride with all of her gear. Excuse me? Nadeshiko, more like Patient Zero. Jesus Christ, that was gross. Hey, I just posted that the other day. Wow, what a natural and totally not forced time to ask you guys all to check out Instagram.com/that'skindaneat for daily Okay, I'm done. Compared to most anime, they really made this one easy to adapt. Other than maybe the characters' bedrooms, I don't think there's like a single set they had to build. Even the lanky club room is camera ready. As far as I can tell, this scene was even shot inside the Zebra grocery store, which I know for a fact isn't allowed. That's Nihon epitism. That's Nihon epitism. I'm suing. And we're gonna need the best lawyer Japan has to offer. Like and subscribe to help support the case. Damn, now those are some beautiful shots of Mount Fuji. This is such a weird feeling. I've never felt so nostalgic for a place that I've spent so little time. I was only there for like 3 hours, but something about Lake Shibire must have really left an impression on me. There it is, that's what I've been waiting for. I feel like I'm watching a 5-hour-long cosplay mukbang. Every other scene the girls are stuffing their face with some new curry or dessert. It's possible that the anime was also like this, but seeing it live action, it hits different. The show really needs a trigger warning for people bothered by That was shockingly good. Except of course the total lack of aviation disasters.
Oh shit!
It's kind of jarring at first. Behavior that would be totally normal for an anime character comes off really immature when performed by a real 19 or 20-year-old human. But if you can suspend your disbelief and just let it happen, it's sort of endearing. The weird thing is, whenever the girls say or do something that's over the top baka, it comes off as if the characters themselves are making a joke and are in on the humor. Versus in anime, I always just assume their behavior is genuine. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just a weird side effect of live action performances. But where I think the live action actually outperformed the anime is in the graphics. The scenic shots are so much more impactful in real life, and they do wonders at conveying the actual scale of Fujisan, which completely shocked me when I first laid eyes on it in real life. Holy, that is amazing. That is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. They did an unbelievable job at recreating the exact scenes from the anime, even when it would be incredibly inconvenient. All in all, it sort of felt like watching an incredibly high quality fan film or a very average TV show. The drone piloting can be sloppy at times, and every time there's a time change, they do this really obvious and weird color shift to try to convey the sunset, I guess. But the beautiful locations more than make up for it, and it rarely took me out of the story. Speaking of the story, and I might be misremembering the anime a bit, but I felt like the live action put a lot more emphasis on Rin's transformation from a stone-cold solo camper to dressing up in a Santa outfit with the rest of the secret society. And the pace of her arc was totally believable. Rin's actress Fukuhara Haruka did a really good job at keeping her distance from Nadeshiko without ever once coming off as a total pinecone. Seems like they actually shot in the winter, which looks absolutely freezing. And despite that, I think the actors did the best job possible in attempting to be IRL moe, which is no easy task. If you'd like to see my own attempt at recreating this anime in real life, you can click on this video here. And if you want your own laid-back t-shirt with a view from Rin's campsite on it, there'll be a link to the Incognito store in the description. Heya Camp, Horror Camp, maybe even Saba Camp, but have you heard of Yuru Camp? Season 2. IRL.